What it do, what it do? It's your boy DJ Nova Fresh, and this is Lightning Strike Podcast in a building on this, what day it is? What day?
It's Make It Monday.
Make It Monday.
Make It Monday.
Naked Monday or Make It Monday?
Make it, man. We make it Monday.
What up, Dro?
You know what I'm saying?
No, man, what it do?
You trying to make it too.
I'm just trying to make it to the next day. I'm trying to make it to the season start. I ain't gonna leave you out, bro. Trying to make it to training camp. I'm trying to make it to season start. Like, I'm just trying to get it popping, just get it cracking, bro. This is the season to be alive. This is the season to be a Charger fan. This is the season to be excited, bro. It is so much. Like, got some good news. Omarion Hampton signed his contract. You know what I'm saying? That's always a plus. It's a 4-year deal, $17 million. He got a $9.56 million signing bonus, bro. And they got the option for the 5th year on that thing. Man, it's trending up for us. It's trending up for the Chargers, man. And rightfully so. We used to pray for times like this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
in the back of the paddy wagon, fandom so big like, we couldn't even park in the parking spot.
Yeah, park in the parking. You know what I'm saying? Like,
where my ATV at, man? Somebody go give me an ATV so I can pop a wheelie real quick. Let me get in my mode.
Oh, bro, it's so much, man. You used to sit out at the Murph and cry. When it's gonna be all the time. Then you know,
the taco shop.
Yeah, hit the taco shop, drown your sorrows in the corner of California burrito, rightfully so. Then you had to go through the stress of moving the team. You know, you sit, all of a sudden, you in the politics. You like, San Diego, you can't find a couple billion?
Overnight, huh? Overnight, you done jumped into all the politics.
You like, you can't find some billions to build them a new stadium? You gonna just let the team leave? Then they talking about the team going to Vegas, Cali. Man, they just like, then it was like, man, they gone to LA. Gone. It was it. It's gone. Then it's like, man, you know, you indifferent. Everybody's like, they left us, man. They left us.
Mm-hmm. Ain't it
though? Still the Chargers. You know what I'm saying? They like, man, this is messed up, bro. They didn't build a stadium. And then, you know what they talk about the stadium?
What they talk about the stadium?
You know, they say the Chargers don't own the stadium. We're renters of the stadium. They say that.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. They say we don't have no stadium, that we just lease it from
us. Go.
I just want to say this, after some digging, going through the crates. And you know, you hear it from the Raiders fans, like that's their thing, right? Chargers don't even own their own stadium. How you root for a team that don't own their own stadium?
I mean, they always got something that you know.
I always got something to say, bro. Always got something to say. But as you dig through and you weed through like the ownership pieces of this, right? And you find it and you go, ha, the Chargers indeed, in fact, do own SoFi. They have ownership interest in the company that owns SoFi Stadium, just as the Rams owner owns the company that owns SoFi Stadium. So they built a company that built SoFi Stadium that they own, and they rent it to each other for $1 from the company that they own. So the Rams keep everything that's Ram related to the stadium. When the stadium's filled with Rams, they keep everything that the Rams do. When it's filled with Chargers keep everything that the Chargers do, and then they split the proceeds for concerts and things like that. Like the Chris Brown concert that caused us to be on the road for week 2, they split that.
There you have it.
So I'm going to tell you who don't own their stadium. The Las Vegas Pirates do not own their stadium.
No.
The Las Vegas Sports Commission owns their stadium, which is an independent body that's of electorates of like casino magnates and people that are on a committee that owns it. The Raiders are tenants. They rent the building. They rent it. So they, in fact, don't own their stadium. They are, in fact, tenants, and they get no proceeds. Like, you know, they get some of the proceeds from the Raider Day and stuff like that, but they got to pay rent to the commission. The commission gets like concessions and stuff like that. Whereas our stadium, we get everything: concession, parking, tickets, merchandise, everything in the stadium that we have ownership in, because we own part of the company that owns the stadium. So we rent it to ourselves for $1.
Who would have thought public source records, things of such?
Yeah. Let's see what the chat talking about, bro. Let's see
got
what the
Melvin.
Chat oh, we got 4. Hold on.
Got Melvin in the building. Athir, what's going on? Welcome. How everybody feeling out there? How's y'all weekend, man? You know, we didn't jumped into it a little bit, but
now we got it, Melvin. SoFi is our stadium.
I
just broke down the ownership of it. We actually own SoFi. The Rams owner and the Chargers owners own the company that built SoFi, and they rent it to each other for $1. What you got, Aether? What's your predictions? But like I say, man, it is so refreshing and laughable that the Raiders, who don't even own their stadium, they don't own it. They don't have an ownership piece in it. Always chirping.
Always out there chatting.
They're gonna get booted, bro. Keep talking. They're gonna get booted. Y'all make sure y'all pay y'all rent when rent due.
Second game of the season. You're gonna pay us.
We're going to collect rent. Second game of
the season.
We're going to collect rent.
They're going to pay us rent. You feel me?
That's crazy. We fill y'all stadium up so y'all can pay y'all rent, bro. We help y'all out. We do y'all a favor. Rent game. Rent due. That's what I'm saying. What Marcus say? How we gonna beat who? What Marcus talking about?
Marcus talking about the Texans, man. He must be a Texans fan. So he been in the TikTok chat since the beginning.
Man, y'all gave away y'all offensive line and y'all got receivers in return. I mean, talk to me now. Man, I love it. Hey, Athir say, in the West, let's go. With San Francisco bound, let's go. 14-3, let's go. That is a bold
10-3, huh?
Look, man. I can't even knock you. I want it. Fabian, you're right. They are delusional pirates.
It's a wild bunch.
Like, Mark is in the chat going in. He's saying that somehow that the Texans is going to win the Super Bowl. Who's going to be your quarterback to win you the Super Bowl?
CJ, bro.
Stroud?
CJ okay. gonna win the Super Bowl. CJ.
Where you at, Melvin? Where you located? But now Marcus, I mean, hey, Texans, they beat us. Fair and square, y'all beat our butt. Y'all beat us. They beat us. We was missing a lot of pieces. Y'all came to play. Y'all put Belter behind. And my hat's off to you. But it won't happen again.
On the dead homies,
it won't happen again. It won't happen again. Because I can tell you one thing. We went and addressed the issues that we had. Again, if you look at the game and then you go and look at free agency, you go look at the draft, go look at the pieces and the maneuvers that they made.
Bend the block on them pieces.
And you go look at what the Texans did. They traded their best pieces. They traded their already patched together offensive line. They traded that.
I'm telling Marcus, man, week 16, pull up. Come kick it with us.
Y'all had a run game, bro. If you got a run game in the playoffs, bro, you can go back, run the tapes. If you look at what I said, in order to be effective in the playoffs, you have to have a run game. We didn't have a run game. And we sure as hell didn't have receivers capable of catching 1-yard passes.
Melvin say
Omarion not doing that. Come on, like just stop it. Like, you don't even believe that yourself. Okay, Omarion not doing that. What about Najee Harris? What about JK? What about Rocket? If you say Omarion not doing nothing, CJ ain't doing crap this year then.
Everybody's just got wild takes, huh? We all just unhinged.
Yeah, today. You in Houston, man, I see why. Houston, man, Melvin riding them swingers. Pop trunk down. You need to get your pop trunk.
You hear how I started the show? You know what I'm saying? Get him right.
Yeah, pop trunk, put some swingers on that thing. But nah, it's up, bro, and I'm excited about this season, bro. It's a lot to look forward to, bro. Top to bottom, this team has addressed all its issues. The offense is going to look brand new. Straight up. It's going to look brand new.
Greg Roman, the offense is going to look brand new, right?
Yeah, Greg Roman.
Right, Greg Roman? The offense is going to look brand new, right, Gregory? Okay? Okay.
Yeah, spit it. He already said 14-3. Spit that prediction again.
Melvin said they out there tweaking with the carne asada in Texas. He said Tex-Mex ain't it.
Here's the thing, Marcus. I like to discuss football with logical and thoughtful people. You know, before we get to the insults, but we ain't gonna even beat the Jags or Titans. Come on, bro. Like, just say you don't watch football. Like, I wouldn't even say that about y'all. I wouldn't even say that. I wouldn't even insult y'all like that. You know what I'm saying? I never insulted the Texans, even going into the playoffs.
Just chatting,
but to
bro.
come on here and just say, we gon' come on, Marcus, let's talk football for real. Let's not throw it let's talk football. Let's make sense. Let's make it make sense. It's like me saying y'all gonna get blown out by the Colts, 52-3.
No, I don't want it to make sense. I don't want it to make
Marcus,
sense.
you're not hurting my feelings. You're not hurting my feelings. I'm just trying to help you before they get on you. I'm trying to stop you from stopping yourself. He said I'm crying. All right, Marcus.
God damn it, Marcus. Look, God damn it, Marcus now. Shit.
And there says first team in history that have MVP and Offensive Player of the Year, Herbie and Ladd. Let's go. I'm with it, bro. I'm with it.
Shout out to Jay Herbo, man. That never a day that goes by that my boy just
and CC coming in. CC coming in. CC coming in hardcore, bro. Hardcore. Marcus, I'll never cry. I'm just trying to get you straight, bro. I ain't gonna even argue that point. That's all I'm saying. At the end of the day, I ain't gonna argue nothing like that. Man, I love it though, bro. Thinking about this. Houston game, Marcus show up.
I done said that the whole time. Pull up, bro. Come kick it, Marcus. We can talk this talk in person.
He ain't gonna pull up.
He ain't gonna pull up.
Marcus ain't gonna pull up.
Your squad, because we gonna be there. You feel
Marcus
me?
ain't gonna pull up, man. Marcus ain't gonna pull up.
Bring all your Texan propaganda and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, just you pull up on us.
Like Melvin said, bro, they don't have real burritos and like Mexican food in Texas. They ain't no Mexican food beating Cali. Straight up. We can go taco for taco, fajita for fajita. The only
place I'm allowing to chime in on this conversation when it comes to that is Mexico.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah. That is it.
Y'all can't go.
Nobody else can chime in on the authentic Mexican food. Can't.
Y'all got cheese in y'all. Y'all got cheese in y'all stuff, bro. We don't really eat tacos with cheese like that.
You ain't south of that border. That's the only people we entertaining, bro. That's it.
It ain't. And I do, no, ma'am. I do like Tex-Mex, but I can't eat Tex-Mex now. I've been in Cali so long, I can't eat Tex. All that cheese and stuff, bro, in my taco, I can't do it, bro. Can't do it. Just can't do it, bro. They're talking about we can go taco for taco, fajita for fajita, torta for torta, burrito for burrito. Like, y'all don't want the smoke. Line it up. Matter of fact, Marcus, won't you come out and tailgate and bring the Tex-Mex with you and tailgate, and we're going to shut it down. He said, y'all don't touch our food. Bro, y'all barbecue ain't even that good.
You gonna have boys tight. You gonna have boys tight.
Thanks, Tay. 5-roll tacos, man. Ooh, with the guac on it and the queso on there with the lettuce.
And they hit you with the crema.
Right out the grease. For real.
You feel me? But what everybody on this week, man? What's on your agenda for this week, man? You got anything you got going on?
Needs some North Carolina barbecue. Zimmer said on Facebook, Tyree on Facebook said needs some North Carolina barbecue.
North Kakalaki.
Zimmer say Texas will struggle this year. Tyree, you right. Tyree makes a good point, bro. He says team's going to be tired in the fourth quarter for having to stop our run game. And we said that last show. And another one. Here's Najee. And another one. Here's Amari. Here's another one. Here's JK. And another one. Here's Rocket. And another one. Here's Kamani. I mean, run. Heavy dose of big bodies leaning on you too. Slater. Becton. And then we got to figure out the center, and they're going to be heavy. Zion Johnson could be at center. That's heavy. Andre could be.
I'm playing with my boy.
Hey, loaded, man. Top to bottom, bro. You all right, Tyree. Straight up.
Tell him, no, man. We different. It's different. It's really different.
He said, let's come to Texas just for the barbecue. Stop it. What we say in January? We didn't say nothing in January. We said.
Talking about this past January.
What'd he say?
Talking about the game this past January against them.
This dude, Marcus said Taco Bell, y'all best Cali restaurant. Taco Bell, he ain't never left where he at. I could tell he ain't never been to California. Taco Bell don't even compare to any taco shop, any random taco shop in California.
Alberto's, the Rambertos, anything with a TOS at the end. Problem.
Then we ain't even got to Taco El Gordo.
You know, we did a a segment on them. But if you know, you know.
Abada tacos, al pastor tacos.
That birria, fresh birria.
Man.
But the consomme.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Bro, we gotta start breaking down position groups. Our prediction of who's gonna make the team, who's gonna be the depth chart. We gotta do depth chart predictions. We gotta
stay. We could do that, but we saving wide receiver till way like we gotta because we not doing this. We not gonna do this week or next week or the rest of this month. You know what I'm saying? We gotta say special team.
Zamir said how we sign up for the Fantasy Football League. And we're going to be posting that come July. We're going to be posting the signups because we're going to be doing 2 teams. One in-person team for all the people because we want to have an in-person draft. And that's going to be held in San Diego at the Dot Cocktail Lounge in San Diego. We're going to be doing an in-person draft. And then we're going to have the one for online. The people that are out of state that can't make it and sign up for the online one. Yeah, it's going to be a good fan. It's going to be some good prizes. It's gonna be highly entertaining, bro. And poop talking is welcome.
Chewy say on TikTok say y'all gonna have to give up them soul food recipes, fam. Reciprocate.
Come to the tailgate.
You know what I'm saying?
Melvin say, hope we keep, man. Hey, Melvin, it's an uphill battle for my boy Brandon Rice. He can't, word is he can't get the playbook, right? That was his issue last year. So now you bring in all these receivers.
And it's a lot of them.
It's a whole lot of receivers that we're going into training camp with. The ones I can think off the top of my head are Trey Harris, KLS, Quint Johnson, Mike Dubb, Ladd, Luke Grimm, Jalen Rieger, Darius Davis, Campbell. It's like 10 receivers in Brandon Rice. Like 10 receivers, possible like 11 or 12 that they're going into training camp with. So now it's a matter of do they carry, 6 to 7 receivers and drop a quarterback so they can get to that 7 receiver? Or like, where does he fall out in that? Like, if you just think about it, Ladd's going to be on the team. Mike Dubb's going to be on the team. So that's 2 spots. Trey Harris, KLS, Darius Davis, QJ. So one more spot. If they carry only 2 quarterbacks, then that makes room for them to carry 7 receivers on the roster. And who would that 7 receiver be? Would it be Luke Grimm? Would it be Brandon Rice? Would it be Campbell? I'm going to tell you right now, the dark horse of it all at the bottom half, just me looking at it, the bottom half of the receivers, the dark horse, Luke Grimm has the most upside. The kid has an incredible 40, has a 40-inch vertical, is a impeccable route runner. If you watch the film, this dude is a master at route running, something that is valuable in the NFL because you get yourself open just from the impeccable route running. He is Ladd 2.0. So
Nova's assessments.
You know what I'm saying? He's a 6-foot guy. He's a lunch pail guy. He works hard at everything that he does, and he's a perfectionist. So, do you give up on a young talent like that? Yes, we got him undrafted free agent. He's way better than what's advertised. He's one of those guys that he's going to be in the NFL, whether he's a Charger or he's giving us hell somebody else. He's going to be in the NFL, and I guarantee you, in 3 to 4 years, you're going to be like, dog, this dude is balling. And just hopefully it's on the Chargers. Straight up. Straight like that.
Hey, we got somebody on we had somebody. He stay patient.
Yes, he do.
My boy Chewy on TikTok, man, he invited us, asked us what we going to the Dallas game. I told him we gonna be in the building. But he a Dallas fan, but he said he gonna have a tailgate that we can pull up to.
Okay, bet.
He say bring the black eyed peas with the turkey neck, and he got the fajitas.
I don't even eat black eyed peas like that though. I'd eat them, but I'd rather some white beans or some red beans. All I know is the O-line gonna be giving him. That's it, Angel. That revamped O-line, man, it's a battle for the center and the left guard, bro. Who's gonna win that battle? Who's gonna win the battle? That's another position group to watch out. And it's all tackles competing, except like I think Zion Johnson's the only guard, actual like rated guard in that battle. And if I'm not mistaken, Jim pretty much said that he's gonna be starting somewhere. Zion Johnson is going to be starting on the line somewhere. Is it center? Is it guard? What up, Brian? Brian in the building.
Hey, there he is. Just talking.
Harry, you right. He got that dog in him, but it's a matter of who can peak on that line at center or left guard, bro. Whoever it is, whoever we go with for the 53-man roster, whoever's the day one starter, bro, just show up, man. We got to win this game. We just got to win, bro. Open up those run lanes. Open up those pass lanes. Hold the wall. Hold the wall. And plus, we got a safety valve with Omarion. Got a safety valve because he's an excellent pass blocker at running back. If you've seen his tape, bro, he back there hitting like a linebacker. He ain't blocking. He putting people on he pancaking. He pancaking.
On their
so
bike.
hopefully in training camp, things like that rub off on the other guys. You know what I'm saying? The other guys seeing that and they're like, man, like, show me your technique. Let me learn from that. Let me add that to my repertoire. Keys to victory, healthy. Going into the first week, healthy. Making it out of training camp, healthy. That's the keys to the victory. And then ultimately is establishing our offense and tempo, establishing the run game first. Establishing the run game first so that we can control the possession against the Chiefs. The less possessions they have and the more time we eat off the clock, the better. The better. We don't need to come out and unload our arsenal, our aerosol on them just yet. We need to really just wear their defensive line down with the run game and walk them down and keep Patrick Mahomes on the sideline. Because you don't want to get in a shootout because he'll miraculously just start like throwing touchdowns and getting calls. So you really want to just slow the game down, control our possessions, and walk them down. Showcase the run, advertise the run, feature the run. And then you could throw in the play action when we need it. We don't need to unload week one. We don't need to air assault week one because we still got them late in the season. So then we'll air assault them once the young guys got the taste and everything. We need to just run the ball the first game. Just heavy dose of run. Run it down their dang on me throat. They may need more. I think it's now, man. These kids are coming into the NFL ready, football ready, day one ready.
Telling you.
No man says pass the ball out the gate. No man, we got to run that
out, man. We going to Brazil. We want
that field is trash, bro. Hopefully that they're there now growing the grass and making sure it's right. The last one, they couldn't even get footing in it, bro.
Marky on TikTok say 3 division games to start the season can make or break us. We was just talking about that today, man. Like the whole fate of the division could be decided week 3.
That's crazy, bro.
Back to back. See what's going on.
Chiefs week 1 in Brazil. Raiders Monday Night Football in the stadium that they rent. And then week 3 at home in SoFi, the stadium that we own.
Yo, if we 3-0 or 2-0 headed into that week 3 game, September 21st.
That first home game gonna be insane. And it's a possibility. I truly believe that we can get to Chiefs this year.
I think so. I mean, they was 15-2 last year. And I would say for certain 4 of those out of the 15 was by the beard of Zeus, bro. Field goal against the Broncos. Random PI call that like extended a drive. They beat us by a field goal.
Raiders doing some wonky stuff.
Oh yeah, they crashed out, lost track of time. Like they just, you know,
they had the game. They had the game won.
4 games right now that I just can't imagine. You know what I'm saying? Them being a 15-win team again this year. Yeah, it was.
You are right, Marky. That's the team that keeps me up at night, the Broncos. But I could tell you, just knowing Sean Payton, the biggest thing that helps him is also the biggest thing that hurts him. He doesn't know how to slow the game down. So if you just continuously in striking distance and you're scoring, even if you get into a shootout, he will not run the ball. He will not run the ball. He is going to throw it every chance he get. The screen game for him is his run game. That's how he runs the ball, via screen. Tight end screen or running back screen. That's how he runs it. But he loves the seam. Look, that's why he went and got Elvin Ingram. He likes to work them. He loves tight ends. He likes to work the middle of the field. He likes to, if he comes out with 2 runs, he's trying to establish the run for the play action to go to the deep ball downfield. He likes the big plays. He loves it. He loves to blow the top off. So
and they got a good defense. Can't sleep on that. Surtain back there, Hawking. So they were a good defense last year. They only got better this year.
So all we got to do is hope that Bo Nix regresses, which possibly his sophomore year, man. The film's out on him. The film is out on him.
Mm-hmm.
He is a roll to the right type of guy when he is pressured, and he can throw some dirt balls.
Capable runner, though.
Yeah, he's very capable runner.
I will give him that. He's a capable runner.
But if you watch the Broncos playoff game, you can just see what I'm talking about. They kept throwing it when they didn't need to. Sean Payton will go, it will be 4th and 1, and you think they're going to do a quarterback sneak, and he will throw it to the tight end. Tyree, you right. In hardball, we trust. Telling you, man, we got the run game and we got the receiver game. There's no excuse for Justin Herbert this year, bro. No excuse. They went and got everything they addressed everything that you need. Even the coach said, we got to get you to the Hall of Fame. So they're doing everything. They're getting you the tools necessary. And I don't see much of it being his fault. You know what I'm saying? I can't just say Herbert just is trash. The throws are there. He's hitting people in the chest. They ain't holding on to the ball. He's not getting time to pass.
Gonna have it this year.
You know what I'm saying? Look at that Atlanta game, man. These dudes wasn't catching nothing, bro. Nothing.
We won that Atlanta game like what, 16 to.
If it wasn't for the defense, bro, we would have.
Defense and Dicker the kicker.
We couldn't get a solid consistent run game, and we just didn't have any receivers outside of Ladd. I mean, whether it was tight end, Stone Smart came in and played phenomenal late in the season, and then they just benched him. I don't know why. Hell, nobody else is blocking. Why not? Why not have him out there? That's what I'm saying, Jay. They went and got the weapons for him. They went and loaded up for him. They went and revamped the offensive line. They addressed every area on the offensive side of the ball. What I would like for Charger fam to do is not get so pressed on wanting to sign everybody in free agency. Every time they see a free agent, well, should we get him? He should come to the Chargers and
spend all the money, leverage the franchise, and go get this.
To be quite honest with you, bro, free agents are very hit or miss. They could be dominant at one franchise and then come there and you just like, is this JC Jackson? You know? So in-house talent is your best talent. Seriously, because they eat and breathe your culture. It's ingrained into them. They understand everything. This is all they know. You bring a guy from outside, you're taking a gamble. You're taking a big gamble because he could look good in that system and get here and not thrive. So
both of Luke say we need Clowney. Brian say what free agent should we sign? Edge rusher Von Miller, Jadeveon Clowney, or Zaire Alexander? Right after you just gave that whole spiel.
Hey, you're right. Greg Allen better dial it up 100%.
Greg Roman.
What I said? Greg
Allen.
I did. I'm tripping. I'm serious, man. He better dial up. Tyree on Facebook says the last game crushed me. Ladd, the only one who showed up. Yeah, only one showed up. QJ ain't show up. Disley ain't show up. DJ Chalk ain't show up. Who else played that game? I do want to see I do want to see Herbert do some quarterback draws. I do. And I would love to see him. Boy, he come out in the empty backfield. We got the burners. They got burners. Bro. That's going to be nasty. Empty backfield with Herbert, that's going to be nasty this year. What you think, Brodie?
I'm a fan, you know what I mean, of Jay Herbo using them wheels. Anytime direct snap, whatever, draw, whatever it is, man, let this man just get out there because he's so big, bro. He's so tall. Them strides just be galloping downfield. Like he's a very capable runner as well. I just feel like partly though, what I will say is I know last year, especially during the second Broncos game, out of necessity, that second half he got to using his legs, man, and it was a sight to see. But him kind of being banged up always early in the season, and then he spends the rest of the season kind of just playing through whatever ailment or whatever. So now that I feel like they take that element out of the playbook unless they absolutely got to dial up something because it's like he's already bruised this, sprained this or whatever, and he's going out there week after week. So they like, we not just going to throw him in the harm's way. But that is why I like Trey Lance for short yardage situations.
Yeah.
Throw him out there.
Them get banged up. What up, G? Welcome back. G on Facebook, back in the building. Bro, I'm just ready for Electric Avenue, bro. Week 3, bro. The first Electric Avenue. The first teleportation. Week 3, 2-0. We're sitting on week 3. First home game at SoFi. We just pulled off a big win in Brazil. came to
Monday Night Football win in Vegas
at the stadium that the Raiders rent, pulled off a dub. 2 good battles, 2 division foes. Now we're going to our 3rd division. Like, bro, if we could go 3-0, if we can go 3-0, like the division is pretty much, we put a lot of pressure on people.
Everybody.
You only got to win your division to make the playoffs. The only thing that you care about, I care about the wins. I care about trying to win every game.
Mm-hmm.
Thing is getting to the playoffs healthy. Getting through this season with the wins, winning the division, making the playoffs with a healthy squad. Week 12, we got to bye. Crucial late season bye. Get refreshed, get better, because it's game on. We got a good gauntlet of games. We got week 14, we got the Eagles.
Week 16, we got the Texans.
Yeah.
Week 17, last game of the season is against the Broncos in Denver. Hopefully it don't come to that. But
y'all coming to Vegas? Oh, yep. Gee, we coming to the Vegas game.
As it get closer to that game, man, we gonna coordinate.
Yeah. So we can do like a meetup somewhere, man.
Yeah,
like a little meetup and chill
together that bring everybody out. Come kick it with y'all. Y'all come kick it with us. We do our thing. Every Raiders fan we see, we pop it. But yeah, that's gonna be a good weekend. And it's a Monday night game too, man. So it's like an extended stay in Vegas, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
On a Monday night in Vegas, rivalry game, 2nd week of the season, where teams back in America, it's like a home game for us because it's only 3 hours away.
Depending on where you at.
Yeah, depending on where you at. It's down the road for the Chargers against our mortal enemy. Like, ain't no love lost with Raiders and Chargers. Straight up. From the parking lot to the stands to online, bro, it be going down.
Y'all going to Vegas after this?
G say first couple rounds on me.
Ooh, turn me up.
He say, I know a girl.
You know, man. You're ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, man,
we'll definitely
coordinate, man. Get with everybody who gonna be in the city that weekend, man. I'm down to kick it. You know what I'm saying? Saturday, Sunday, whatever it's gonna be. Somebody's little lounge or something.
I think our running game, just the running game and our receiver room give us the edge against the Chiefs this year. And Jesse is on the level. This may be Jesse's last year as a Chargers defensive coordinator. I don't think he escapes year 2 without getting a head coaching gig.
We're going to get a field promotion.
Tyree, I'm ready to see y'all in powder blue too, baby. All day.
Eric say,
we got the Cowboys.
Who you guys want for QB2?
I say Trey, Eric. I say Trey. Just because
Joe was in here.
You don't have
TikTok. He a big Heineke fan.
Eric, for the simple fact that you don't have to change the playbook much. You don't have to change the play calls when you bring in Trey Lance, God forbid. You know what I'm saying? Because they're both similar style quarterbacks. He has a big arm. He's mobile, just like Justin. He's no Justin, but his play style can mimic Justin.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it won't affect the line's blocking ability. Because think about it. If your offensive line and first snaps are going to Justin, and Justin is a mobile quarterback that can move the pocket, extend the play, crafty in the pocket. So you anticipate his style of play and you adapt to it. And then you bring in Tyler and he's a pocket quarterback. It's a little bit more game planning for that. Offensive line is kind of like a shock initially, right? You're gonna have to get used to a quarterback that's standing in the pocket and you fighting through holding that block for him. With Trey Lance, still the same as Herbert, a guy that even if you somehow can't hold your block good enough, he can move just enough to buy time, extend that play, and hit his target. Yeah. No, it's just Brian, it's the big names. It's the big names. We're going to spend a lot of big money on big name free agents. And we tie up all that money on a guy that hasn't brought into the culture yet. We don't know if his character is really going to be that good.
With us anyway.
Yeah, and how is he going to fit in the system? Because you think about it, if we got a system and it's been working and you bring in a free agent that is not that guy for that system, they're going to struggle. Going to struggle greatly. And then we're on the hook with this paycheck because if they struggle, then nobody's going to want to take on that contract. you're going to just be left stuck with this massive contract that you just gave this guy, Derek Carr, for the Saints. They gave him $150 million, and he didn't win anything for them. So it's very hit or miss. You'd rather grow your in-home talent. And we see these guys. What we got to understand is age is undefeated. Father Time is undefeated in this game of life in general. So if a team is willing to part with a superstar, your eyebrows got to raise. Like, why? Now, if you run into the period where that person's a free agent, the team can't pay him, they just ain't got no money, like Trey Hendrickson up in Cincinnati, he got two things against him. Team can't pay him, and he's about to be 30. So it's like he wants a massive contract, and rightfully so. He deserves a massive contract. But then you got to look at, if I give him this massive contract with him being 30 years old, and we know Father Time is not defeated, you give him this contract, how many years is this guy really going to be productive on this contract, bro? If you give him a 4-year deal and you get 1 year out of that 4 years, and the age catch up with him, he's old, he's hurt, he's not producing. Same thing, we'll be in the same situation where we had Joey Bosa. Injuries and production did not meet the price tag that Joey Bosa was getting. Not saying Joey Bosa's a bad player. He could have still been on the Chargers, but the price tag is why he's not on the Chargers. You're not paying $30 million for a name. And that's what we fans have to understand. These players do get old, and they're not as productive. This ain't basketball. This is football. You only get 16 games to prove your worth. And if I'm paying you and you only playing 9 games a season, you only giving me 4 sacks or less than that, bro, I gotta pay you. Fans ain't coming to see that. You ain't catching the heat for losing. I'm catching the heat for losing. So that's what we got to be cautious of. You got to be cautious of those free agents, man. Like, yes, in the real world, I would like to go poke the tires, kick the tires on Trey Hendrickson, but I know the price tag. If he's mad about what they're offering him,
what Cincinnati gonna offer,
it ain't nothing we can offer him to get him there, because we ain't trying to tie up that money with an older player. I'm just gonna be 100 with you. I'm not saying Trey Hendricks is garbage or anything like that. I'm looking for the future of the organization. If we give a 30-year-old from a different franchise that type of money that he's wanting $40 million a year. Yes, he has 17.5 sacks 2 years in a row in that system. The guys that he lines up against, they know him. They built the D-line around him. So he's going to benefit from it, because it's his system. So we bring him to the Chargers, and we don't get 17 sacks. If we just gave you $40 million, it's going to be a lot of powder blue people seeing red. You don't come here, and we gave you $40 million. You don't come here and give us 18 sacks? Nah, fam.
That thing, 3 sacks and play 9 games.
Bro.
On that thing. Look.
G going in on him. He say, man, he going in on Facebook. He say, Joey softer than tissue. He was injured more than when he played for us. You're right, bro. Brian, we are going to be at OTAs and mandatory the training camp. We're going to be at training camp. I'm trying to get into OTAs. If you know anybody in the Charger organization, tell them check their email, because I emailed them to try to get in there. Brian, you're right. Miller's 36 years old, man. And I'm not saying Von Miller can't play football anymore. I'm not saying guys over 30 can't play football. What I'm saying is I ain't paying a lot for guys over 30 that wasn't in my organization, that wasn't in my system, to come into my system and take a chance, because now I'm on the hook to pay you. Miller, Hall of Famer, but he's 36, man. Unless you come in here to come on third down, that's all you're going to really get out of him. He's not coming. You ain't paying him. Pause. You ain't paying him, and he ain't coming for. He's not. I can't, bro. I can't do it, bro. I can't say it, bro. Stop. Pause, bro. He's not playing for the Chargers for cheap, dog. He's not playing for the Chargers for cheap. No. He's gonna want his money. And my thing is, at this age, at 36, realistically, I'm only seeing you as maybe 2 downs on the field, or just a third down pass rusher. at this point in your career.
Situational.
Yeah, and really, do I need that right now? Do we need that?
Not for the money that we're gonna spend.
I say, honestly, Von Miller would be better suited to add at late in the year if you're making a playoff push to add depth and experience. That's it. That's the only way I would sign him. If I
go to a contender right fast.
If I look down week 13, week 14, I'm making the playoffs and I'm seeing my pass rush or anything on my D line needs a boost, then I would sign a player like Von Miller.
Probably gonna be the same thing for Keenan.
Yep.
But we ain't gotta go in depth on that today.
Nope.
You can say that for mañana, West Coast Wednesday, Thursday. I gotta slide.
We said we can't pay them type of guys for what they did. Prime example. Yep, that's what I said earlier. J.C. Jackson. Can't pay. Some superstars are good in those systems that's built to make them superstars. You bring them here, bro. We're taking a huge risk. We're taking a major risk on these people, bro. And do you want to do that when you're trying to win Super Bowls? Super Bowl teams don't do that. Super Bowl winning teams don't do that. But all right, we gotta go. Brodie he got the text message. He gotta go make some cookies. On that note, we'll be back tomorrow on Taco Tuesday. And Marcus, if you here, bro, we got tacos for you, bro. Real tacos. But we'll be back, man. Thank y'all for chopping it up with us. Also, hit us up, man. Let us know some topics that you want us to cover. Let us know. Yeah. Hit the inbox. Let us know what topics you want us to cover on the show. Appreciate y'all for tapping in. No, man, them chicken tacos at Costco in the freezer section, busting.
Top tier.
But on that note, man, we'll be back tomorrow, Taco Tuesday. Thank y'all for tapping in, bro. 13-4, going to Super Bowl. We in now.